Hey guys, I'm Chad the Clo, and you're watching Laka TV.
Come on, Chad. Love it. Hi guys, it's Benny here with another Leka TV, getting you the best advice from the best people, and we're here with another South African, a very special one. You know, Chad, I read on the internet, you're South Africa's greatest Olympian. You are. And
Thank you.
you won a total of 32 medals in swimming, which isn't bad, I don't think. It's not bad.
You know, I have to thank my unbelievable father for that. My unbelievable father, I have to thank him for that.
Really?
Getting me over the line.
You know what? Give him
all of them. He takes 80% of that. Yeah.
All 32 medals, so that means 32 thank yous for Bert.
There we go.
Chad, can you describe your career quickly, please, just in a few words? Because I know it's been long and illustrious.
No, in a few words, I think, look, I'm very blessed to be in the position I'm in. I think I've had some amazing experiences over the last, let's say, 11, 12 years, swimming on the national team. And obviously my highlight was in London 2012 Olympics, where I realized my dream, won the Olympic gold. But also another few highlights, I won Swim of the Year in 2014 and 2018, which is like Ballon d'Or, football. So that's a huge honor. I'm the only South African and African ever to get that. So, yeah, just very proud. And you know what? I'm just I'm passionate about inspiring kids and youngsters, and passionate about my country. And yeah, simple as that.
Yeah, bro, that is perfect. Chad, what made you get into swimming instead of playing for Manchester United? Because I know you're a big fan.
It's a good question. It's a good question, brother. It was close. I'll tell you what, Fergie was just about to sign me, but then I got dragged into some butterfly on the side. So. Yeah, honestly speaking, I was actually, football was my first love, and I played that up until I was about 14. But, I think when I was younger, I kind of knew that my route would probably end up being swimming, just because, I think also coming from South Africa, I just felt like I was geared towards swimming. When I got to high school, we always said we'd make a choice on what sports we wanted to play when we were in high school, which is 14 years old pretty much. And that's when I started really focusing and, kind of just, preparing myself. I always wanted to be a sportsman, right? Like you said, we joke about it, but my dream was always to play for Man United or be an Olympic champion or play for the Springboks. I just, I was always passionate about sports. So I think, my career was kind of like in a small way, not really set, but like that's where my mindset was driven toward.
But Man United one day, if Usain Bolt can cross over and play, I think in the Australian league, then why can't you play for Man United? What position?
I love it, man. You know what? I started off centre half. We spoke about it earlier.
Yeah.
The problem we need to fix. I started centre half. I went to left back, and I actually ended on the left wing. I went the other way when I got a bit older, but I wasn't a talented player. I was just a tough player.
Hit them with a quick butterfly stroke in the air, yeah?
Oh, absolutely. They weren't getting past me, man.
Right, well, Chad, 2020 was a bit of a madness, and you couldn't really have called what happened. But I've read that the postponement of the Olympics, you said, would benefit you. So what have you done in this time to help you improve your swimming in time for 2021?
In the day, I always look at life as perception. I look at situations. Like you can't change what you did yesterday. You can only be better for what's going forward. So that I've had a lot of ups and downs in my career. And I've had a lot of different circumstances which I wish I could maybe change going back. But I do know that going forward, I just want to be better at what I'm doing. So, from the turn of after 2019 came, 2020 came, and I was just in great shape, hungry, training crazy hard. And obviously when lockdown came, it wasn't a great time because I was in great shape. Everyone's had different circumstances. I think us South Africans have had it maybe a bit harder because we don't have facilities like they do maybe in the UK, America, Australia, etc. But I think at the end of the day, you just got to make the most of the opportunities, like I said, So that's the key for me.
Bro, see, Chad, we love that attitude on Leka TV because look, everything is against people at the minute with the whole situation, and especially people that are doing intense training like you, and you can throw all your toys out the pram and be like, look, I've done all this training, but for nothing. I've got to do it for another year. But if you look at it from the Chadley Co perspective, then That's what you need, I think. That's a really good attitude. Do you want to come co-host Leka TV with me? Because you're giving such good advice here.
Nah, it's all good. I'd love to, but thank you.
All right, Chad, just before we move on to the feature, which I think you'll love, everyone in South Africa knows this, and probably a lot of people in the UK do as well, but in 2012, you beat your idol, Michael Phelps, at the 2012 Olympics. And how old were you then? About 20, 21?
I was 20. I just turned 20, yeah.
Exactly. So you turned 20. So what did that mean to you at such a young age? Because I think for people watching, it would be good to give them some perspective on something that seems so surreal. So what's it like living through that, just quickly? Because I'm sure you get asked about it all the time.
Yeah. I haven't heard that one before. I'm just kidding. 2012 was such a special moment for me because it's hard to put into words, but it's like something that you've really wanted for a long time that, was somewhat realistic.
Yeah.
But it was like 85%, 90% a dream. For me, this was just something I wanted as a kid. I watched him grow up, and like when I beat him, it was such a crazy moment because I worked so hard for it, but also like I couldn't believe that it actually happened, even though like I'd visualized it for so many years of it happening. When it actually happens, it's crazy, man. It's like it's hard to describe. Like I woke up for 6 months with a smile on my face every day. Like it didn't matter what happened. Like it was crazy. It was like, it's like almost a drug that you're addicted to, that feeling. I've been chasing that feeling for 8-9 years now. That's why you know what I mean? Like it's like, it's hard to describe it. It's like, I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully having that feeling again this year, if not this year, in 3 years' time at the Olympics,
Right, Chad. Well, that's a bit of background on the greatest Olympian in South African history. Come on. Moving on to the Leka feature, which is a special part of my show that I do with all my guests. I read online you were training at the start of the pandemic in a 10-meter pool with a cord. Is that true?
Yeah. Absolutely.
So I've put together a 10-second challenge where you'll have to answer these questions in 10 seconds.
Wow. Sounds like the Ellen Show, man. I'm not good at this, eh?
Bro,
you put me on the spot here, man.
Bro, this is better than the Ellen Show, bro. Come on. Oprah, Ellen, eat your heart out. Come
Leka TV, man. Let's
go. Okay. Chad, I'm going to count this on my hands because I'll probably be laughing.
Make it, hey, the African Wi-Fi, you know how it is, eh? So there's a 10-second delay, so just go slower, you know what I mean? Make it 20 seconds.
Yeah. I'll say Table Mountain in between every second.
There we go.
Okay, first one is about you. Your career best time in the 100-meter butterfly, and where was it?
50.56 Kazan.
Yeah.
Kazan 2015.
Yeah, easy. So I warmed you up there. Okay.
Here's my dad, yeah.
How's it, brother?
How's it, Bert? Here's my dad. Check this.
Hey, this is my boy. Hey, this is my boy.
This is my beautiful boy.
You see, we got two things in common, eh?
I just want to say hello and God bless.
We had to say hi to you. We had to say hi because we've known you.
You have to sound the thing.
We've known you for 10 years because of you on the Olympics in 2012.
Oh.
Yeah.
Unbelievable! Yes, my beautiful boy.
The whole point of Leka TV is advice for young people, and you have lived a pretty unique life, and I think it's good for people in the UK, South Africa, wherever they're watching, to hear from you some honest perspective, and that's the whole point of Leka TV. So Chad, tell us the best and worst things about what you do.
Look, the best thing is quite easy. The winning, the celebration, the medal ceremony, the party when you come home with you. So people talk about traveling. They're like, oh, you're so lucky. You got to travel. You get to go there. I'm like, yeah, I am very lucky. I'm very blessed. Trust me. I'm grateful that I get to travel. But like, man, I've been sometimes where I've been like January, South Africa. February, I've been in Italy, France, Turkey. Back to South Africa, March for competition. Back to Turkey for 3-4 weeks training camp. Back to South Africa in April. Turkey, then the whole Mare Nostrum tour. Then I'm traveling the whole of Europe, right? Then I have the World Championships in China or wherever it's going to be, right? Russia, Tokyo, whatever it is, and then I come home for a month or 2 months, and then I literally travel from August to December, like all around the world. But it's like the constant traveling sometimes is difficult because
It's not a
you
holiday.
don't get
Yeah, it's not
you
a
don't
holiday.
get to you don't get to appreciate the travel for what it is sometimes, because you like, when you're racing the circuit and you know that's also the best part. You get to do that, but you don't get to actually take it in and actually see what's actually around you and experience the culture of the place.
I'm loving the honesty. I'm loving it. This is what Lekker TV is for. Come on. This is my final question, and I think it's actually quite an interesting one. Is the Olympics always the pinnacle for a young athlete, and how do other things compare, such as starting a family? I don't mean just in sport, I mean just in the whole realm of your life, because it seems like such a surreal and crazy experience. It's every 4 years, and if you're an athlete, you grow up watching it. So how does that compare to other dreams and aspirations that could be the pinnacle of your life?
It's a good question. I think the truth is the Olympics right now is the pinnacle of my life. I don't know anything else. I have a girlfriend. I have obviously my family.
Yeah.
Look, family always comes first. So if you ask me a question, I had a bad year in 2016. Not a bad year, but my family had cancer. My mom and my dad were very sick. I got 2 silvers. 2 silvers, not the worst result in the world. But
I read you weren't happy. I
thought I could win. At the end of the day, look, it is what it was. I look back on it and actually, you know what, man, I got 2 silvers. I must be grateful for that. Some people don't get to go to Olympics. Some people get injured 2 months before. So you know what, I'm grateful for those opportunities. But also, if you ask me, you want 2 gold medals at the Olympics, but your mom does, what are you going to tell me?
No,
you know what I'm trying to say?
No brainer.
I'd give up swimming today if I knew, my dad could live another 5 years. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
If he was meant to die in 5 years' time, give him another 5 years. I'll quit swimming right now on this interview. You know what I'm trying to say? So family's the pinnacle in life for me, of course. But right now, if everyone's going to be safe, Olympics is definitely the most important thing. When I win for everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah, including me.
So it's like,
look,
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're part of my team now. You know what I mean? You support me now. You're a family. I met your father. He's a great guy. So
Oh, Chad, thank you for all the advice. You're a legend. Bro, we'll be seeing you at the Olympics with your dad, definitely. In this summer, hopefully.
absolutely, brother. Thank you for having me on the show. Great to meet you and your dad. And we'll definitely meet up when we're in that side of the world, brother.
You're a legend.
All right.
This has been Lekker TV. I've been Benny. Thanks very much, guys. See you next time.
When we're in Manchester, we'll come and see you.
Yes, you can. Look, the spare room.
This
For
is your room.
This is your room with the nice cushions.
Like when we won the World Cup in 2019, it was a big feel-good factor. I wasn't there for most of it because I was overseas training, but there's a sense of pride. I know my family, how proud they'll be. Like we'll be smiling forever. Like if I win this Olympics, it'll be like, I don't know how to describe.
Oh, Chad.